Capel Celyn was a small village in Wales, nestled in the heart of the Tryweryn Valley. This picturesque village was home to a close-knit community that thrived amidst the lush green landscapes and rolling hills of the Welsh countryside. The village was a place where everyone knew each other, and life moved at a gentle, unhurried pace. It rested peacefully in the Tryweryn Valley, a region known for its stunning natural beauty. The valley was a sanctuary of tranquility, with its meandering river and verdant fields providing a serene backdrop to the daily lives of the villagers. The village was known for its strong community and its beautiful natural surroundings. The people of Capel Celyn took great pride in their heritage and traditions, often coming together for community gatherings and celebrations that highlight life in Capel Celyn was peaceful. The villagers led simple yet fulfilling lives, deeply connected to the land and each other. Children played in the fields while adults worked in harmony with nature, tending to their farms and livestock. The villagers lived in harmony with nature and they were proud of their heritage. They celebrated traditional Welsh festivals with music, dance and communal feasts, reinforcing their bond with their ancestors and the land they cherished. The story of Capel Celyn is a tragic one. Despite its idyllic setting and vibrant community, the village faced an unforeseen and devastating fate that would change its history forever. It is a story about the destruction of a community, but also about the resilience of the human spirit. The villagers of Capel Celyn demonstrated incredible strength and unity in the face of adversity, fighting to preserve their way of life. In 1965, the village was flooded to create a reservoir. This decision was made to supply water to the growing population of Liverpool in England, but it came at a great cost to the people of Capel Celyn. This reservoir would supply water to England, a necessity for the expanding urban areas. However, the creation of the reservoir meant the complete submersion of Capel Celyn, erasing it from the map. The decision to flood Capel Celyn was controversial and met with strong opposition. The villagers, along with supporters from across Wales, protested vehemently against the plans, holding public meetings and demonstrations to voice their dissent. The villagers fought hard to save their homes, but their efforts were unsuccessful. Despite their passionate protests and appeals, the government proceeded with the plan, leading to the heartbreaking loss of their beloved village. The flooding of Capel Celyn had a profound impact on Wales. It was not just the loss of a village, but a significant cultural and emotional blow to the Welsh people, symbolising the struggle between local communities and governmental decisions. It is an event that is still remembered today. The memory of Capel Celyn lives on through memorials and annual remembrance events, serving as a poignant reminder of the village that once was and the resilience of its people. In the post-war years, England faced a growing need for water. The rapid industrial growth and increasing population put immense pressure on the existing water resources. Cities were expanding and the demand for clean, reliable water sources was becoming critical. The government had to act swiftly to address this pressing issue. Liverpool, a major English city, needed a new water supply. The city's industries were booming and the population was growing rapidly. The existing water sources were no longer sufficient to meet the needs of the people and the industries that powered the city's economy. The search for a new, sustainable water source became a top priority for the city's leaders. The city's leaders searched for a solution and looked at several options. They considered various locations and methods to secure a reliable water supply. Meetings were held, maps and blueprints were examined, and experts were consulted. The process was thorough and meticulous, as the future of the city's water supply depended on finding the right solution. Their search led them to the Tryweryn Valley in Wales. This picturesque valley, with its lush landscapes and serene environment, seemed like an ideal location for a reservoir. The valley's natural topography made it a prime candidate for water storage, and its proximity to Liverpool made it a practical choice. Tryweryn Valley was a perfect location for a reservoir. Its natural basin-like shape meant that it could hold a significant amount of water. The valley's geography was ideal for creating a large reservoir that could supply water to Liverpool for many years to come. The planners were convinced that this was the best solution to the city's water crisis. It was a narrow valley, which meant it could hold a large amount of water. The narrowness of the valley would allow for the construction of a dam that could efficiently store and manage the water. Engineers and planners saw this as a significant advantage, as it would maximize the water storage capacity while minimizing the environmental impact. The valley was also sparsely populated, making it an attractive option for the developers. With fewer residents to relocate, the social and economic costs of the project would be lower. The planners believed that the benefits of the reservoir would far outweigh the costs, and they moved forward with their plans. The people of Capel Celyn were unaware of the plans being made. This small, tight-knit community had no idea that their valley had been chosen for such a monumental project. They went about their daily lives, tending to their farms, raising their families and maintaining their traditions, blissfully unaware of the impending changes. They continued their lives unaware of the threat to their homes. The children played in the fields, the farmers worked the land, and families gathered in their homes, all oblivious to the fact that their village was on the brink of being submerged. The sense of normalcy and peace in Capel Celyn was about to be shattered. The decision to flood the valley was made in the British Parliament without consulting the people of Wales. The residents of Capel Celyn and the surrounding areas were not given a voice in the matter. The decision was made swiftly and unilaterally, leaving the Welsh people feeling powerless and disregarded. This angered many people in Wales who felt that their voices were not being heard. Protests erupted, and the Welsh people expressed their frustration and anger. They felt that their land and their rights were being trampled upon by a distant government that did not understand or respect their needs and desires. The decision was seen as a symbol of English dominance over Wales. It highlighted the ongoing tensions between the two nations and the struggle for Welsh autonomy and recognition. The flooding of the Tryweryn Valley became a poignant symbol of the broader issues of power, control, and cultural identity that have long defined the relationship between England and Wales. When the plans for the reservoir became public, people of Capel Celyn were devastated. They knew what flooding the valley would mean. It would mean the loss of their homes and their way of life. The people of Capel Celyn vowed to fight the decision. They organized protests and demonstrations. Despite their efforts, the villagers were unable to stop the project. The bill was passed in 1957 and construction on the dam began in 1960. The people of Capel Celyn refused to give up hope. They continued to fight for their village, taking their case to court and lobbying the government. On October 21, 1965, the Tryweryn Valley was flooded. The waters rose slowly at first, but soon the entire village of Capel Celyn was submerged. The flooding of Capel Celyn was a traumatic event for the villagers. They were forced to leave their homes and abandon their community. They had to start their lives over in new places. The displacement of the villagers had a devastating impact on their lives. Some villagers moved to other parts of Wales, while others moved to England. Many found it difficult to adjust to their new surroundings. They had lost their homes and their sense of belonging. Section 5. Remember Tryweryn, a catalyst for Welsh nationalism. The flooding of Capel Celyn was a turning point in Welsh history. It is seen as a symbol of English oppression. The event galvanized the Welsh nationalist movement. It led to a resurgence of interest in Welsh language and culture. The slogan "Coffeach Tryweryn" became a rallying cry. This slogan, meaning "Remember Tryweryn," is still seen today. The drowning of Capel Celyn awakened a sense of injustice. It also ignited a desire for self-determination. The event had a profound impact on Welsh politics. It led to the establishment of Plaid Cymru. Cymru is a political party that advocates for Welsh independence. Section 6. The legacy of Capel Celyn, a visible reminder of a submerged past. Today, the Tryweryn Valley is a lake. This transformation is a stark reminder of the changes that have swept through this region over the decades. What was once a thriving valley filled with the sounds of daily life is now a tranquil body of water. It is known as Llyn Celyn. This lake, while beautiful and serene, holds within it a deep and poignant history that many may not be aware of. The lake is a popular spot for fishing and boating. Visitors come from far and wide to enjoy its calm waters and scenic surroundings, often unaware of the village that lies beneath. Beneath the surface of the lake lies the village of Capel Celyn. This village was once home to a close-knit community whose lives were forever changed when the valley was flooded. The village is a ghost town. Its streets, homes and buildings now lie silent and submerged, a ghostly reminder of the past, are still intact. These structures, preserved by the water, stand as silent sentinels of a bygone era. They serve as a reminder of the community that once existed there. The people of Capel Celyn lived, worked and built their lives in this valley, and their legacy endures beneath the water. When the water level is low, the ruins of Capel Celyn emerge. These moments offer a rare glimpse into the past, revealing the outlines of buildings and streets that once bustled with life. The ruins are a haunting reminder of the village's past. They evoke a sense of loss and nostalgia, reminding us of the sacrifices made by the community. They are a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Despite the flooding, the memory of Capel Celyn lives on, a symbol of endurance and strength. They are also a reminder of the importance of preserving cultural heritage. The story of Capel Celyn is a poignant chapter in history, urging us to remember and honor the past while looking towards the future. Section 7. Remember Celyn, Memorials and the Preservation of Memory. The story of Capel Celyn is not just a local story, it is a story that has resonated with people around the world. It is a story about the importance of community. It is also a story about the dangers of unchecked power. Several memorials have been erected to commemorate Capel Celyn. These memorials serve as a place for reflection. They are also a reminder of the importance of fighting for what is right. The story of Capel Celyn has been kept alive. This has been done through music, literature and film. Section 8. The Echoes of Capel Celyn. Lessons in Cultural Sensitivity and Historical Awareness. The flooding of Capel Celyn is a cautionary tale. It shows what can happen when the needs of the few are prioritized over the needs of the many. It also highlights the importance of cultural sensitivity. It emphasizes the need for historical awareness. The story of Capel Celyn has lessons for us all. It teaches us about the importance of respecting different cultures. It also teaches us about the need to learn from the mistakes of the past. The story of Capel Celyn is a reminder that progress should not come at the expense of people's lives and life. Heritage. We must strive to create a more just and equitable future for all.